After everything I've been through with DTF printers, I have another one. Let's see. Before you come for me, I received this printer to review from Uninet. This is the DTF 1200. This is an upgrade from the DTF 1000. A lot of you guys have been giving me the blues about that printer. I no longer have the DTF 1000 and I'll tell you why. If you haven't already, please go back and watch the DTF 1000 video I received from Uninet as well. Before we get started, if you are new here, my name is Precious. I am a custom apparel maker and I also print direct-to-film transfers at home. I've been documenting my printing journey from the beginning, like 2 years now. Wow, time flies. Just to give you guys some background, I originally wanted to start creating t-shirts just to bring in some additional income into my household. I received a Cricut as a gift and I got into learning the software and using it. I tried my hardest to love the Cricut, okay? But cutting vinyl, weeding vinyl, that process just took forever. I don't have an hour to make one shirt. Like, it was ridiculous. So I started researching, I learned about direct-to-film printing, and I decided to purchase my own direct-to-film printer. Now I'm on my third direct-to-film printer, and yeah, I enjoy filming content to inspire people out there that are wanting to either start their own custom apparel business, that want to start their own printing business. Whatever it is that you want to do, be encouraged to do it, okay? I started from not knowing anything about printing whatsoever. I saw a YouTube video and I just jumped right into it. So here we are. After everything I've been through with DTF printers, you think that I'd be done. However, I'm not a quitter, okay? This is the DTF 1200 from Uninet. Uninet sent me this printer for my honest review. This is an upgrade to their DTF 1000. If you remember, I've reviewed that printer previously as well. And I've actually gotten a lot of comments and questions like, Precious, what happened to the DTF 1000? I got that printer because of you. Yes, I know. Just to answer the main question of the DTF 1000, the printer was great. I loved it. The only thing is it didn't hold the volume for what I needed as far as like with printing transfer. So I just wasn't using it as much. So I ended up donating it to a church and it's still in use. So we love that. This printer has 2 print heads and it remains the same exact size as the DTF 1000. So that means faster print speed and better quality. If you're new to DTF, this means no Cricut. That means no weeding vinyl, no cutting, no fabric limits, no color limits. You can pretty much do whatever you want, any design, any color, any size up to 12 inches wide on this printer. And even if your design is bigger than 12 inches, let's say it's 13 inches, you can always rotate it, okay? And print the size that you need. I love this printer and I'm super excited to review it for you guys. This printer is awesome for personal use, but if you have friends or family that are wanting to start their own t-shirt business, you can actually print transfers for them. If you currently create custom apparel or make apparel for your family, if you have, let's say, an Etsy business, shirts that you make or aprons or hats, you can print transfers, gang sheets, all of that from this printer. When I received the printer, it came in on a crate sent by a shipping carrier. When I tell you the packaging, they packaged this printer so good, so tight, everything was in its place. What I love also about Uninet, they give you all of the supplies for your printer. The ink, the tools, the batteries, everything you need for your printer came included. They even sent me a screwdriver, okay? I was happy about that, and it's magnetic. So if you know anything about direct-to-film printing, there's a lot of screws and tiny screws at that. Quick comparison between the DTF 1000 and the DTF 1200 and what made me say yes to this printer. Quick disclaimer, if you are getting into direct-to-film printing, please be sure that you are printing in a well-insulated area, maybe a garage or an office outside of your home. We're looking forward to a snowstorm in a few days, so I went ahead and set up everything inside so I can just show you guys the whole process. The kids are at school, so don't worry. Before we get into a print job and before I show you guys how awesome this printer prints, I want to show you some of my favorite features. Let's go. It opens up. The doors on both sides opens. So easy access to the print heads, like for cleaning purposes. I love that. One feature that I love so much, and I wish my other printers had this so bad, okay, is when you have to clean the print heads like weekly, like around the print heads. Don't touch the print heads. Don't touch the print heads. I feel like every DTF printer, if you're going to create a DTF printer, it needs this. This printer has a mirror right here. Makes it so easy to see the print head. After like a week or so of printing, around the print heads can get really caked up with ink, and you have to wipe around the square of the print head, and that makes cleaning super easy. I kind of want to take a mirror and put it onto my other printer just for that reason. This printer also was very easy to set up. What I love about Uninet is their technical support. Before you can add ink to your printer, and you'll see labels all over your printer when you get it. Do not add ink until you have your onboarding session. When you have your onboarding session, they will walk you through putting the ink in your printer, doing your first test print together. All of your questions are answered prior to starting your business, basically. The only thing that I did on my own was download the software, and they pretty much remoted in on my computer and set up everything for me and watched me do my first print. Love that for me. I have the printer turned on, and the technician just remoted in, and she's connecting the software and everything for me. We're gonna go ahead and try adding the ink and all that good stuff, and I'll be back when it's time for a test print. All right, let's do a test print. I'm so excited for this quality. Oh my gosh, already so much faster. I love that this printer is continuous. So it has a roll feeder on the back. You add a roll of paper. And this one also, compared to the last printer, the DTF 1000, was so easy to set up because it has these rods and it screws down tightly. When I was using the DTF 1000, I received so many messages telling me how hard it was to get the paper straight. But that roll feeder, it works amazing. So amazing. Some of the things that bug me a little bit though about the printer is all of the excess wiring, but that's an easy fix. I'm just gonna zip tie them or get like a magnetic hook just to have everything like super flush to the printer. I have kids and they like to touch everything. So also the attachment for the display, it's magnetic and it can stick anywhere on the printer, but I felt like that was just a little bit odd, if I'm honest, but it's not that big of a deal. You can really stick it anywhere on the printer. I like to have it on the front just because it makes it easier to access and to use. I also love that this printer cleans on its own. So every 6 hours, let's say you forget, right? Every 6 hours, it does a head cleaning on its own. Love that, okay? That's definitely very necessary. There's also this white ink pump and a circulator that allows the white ink to flush and remain clean. So therefore you don't have to worry about any clogs or anything. And I feel like the best way to give you guys a solid review is to go ahead and print an actual print job. I do have a hat order to complete. So let's go ahead and make some hats. Why don't we? I have an order of 10 trucker hats. They're all here. So we're going to go ahead and print the transfers using the DTF 1200 for these hats, and we're going to go ahead and complete the full order together today. With this printer, you have the option of using the printer shaker oven system that connects to the actual printer that allows you to print gang sheets without having to touch any powder, meaning it cures, powders, heats everything for you, and then you just attach the extractor to it. Or you can use a DTF tabletop oven, which I feel is perfect if you aren't doing big jobs. I'm probably the most excited about this, okay? I've been wanting one of these for the longest, and I actually recommend these to people all the time. I could totally, like if I didn't have a lot of stuff on the second shelf of this desk, I could actually move it down to the lower shelf. So you only just need one small space for the printer and the heater if you want to start printing. That's why I love this printer. It's super, super small. All right, get over here. Come look. Print the transfer here cut it off. Speaking of cutting it off, you don't need scissors anymore with this printer. I know I'm running y'all all over the place, but there are so many cool features on this printer, okay? But yeah, after we cut it off, we're gonna put it into the heater and then you're good to go if you just need to make like one shirt or one apron. Like I'm doing the 10 hats today, I'm gonna just go ahead and put the gang sheet, you know, because they're small logos. I'm gonna make a gang sheet with all of the logos on it. I'm gonna heat it up in here. 4 1/4. He didn't ask for a big one, but me, you know, I like to send something a little extra every time. So I'm going to send over, you know, a t-shirt for him as well with his design on it. But look how good this looks. I'm obsessed. I can use a slight alignment and I'll show y'all how I do an alignment. Alignments are so easy on this as well. I might as well show y'all what that's like. You could barely see it on this camera, but these lines here will print out. And then it came with this awesome little tool. The Uninet actually sent this to me as well. When I tell you they sent me everything, they sent me everything. All right, so we're gonna use this caliper tool. And then we're just going to measure the distance from the top of that line to the bottom of that line. Okay? And let's go now just, like I've never used one of these before. Watch this. And we're gonna boop. And just make sure it's perfect. And that's 101.7, 1017. Hello. That's my birthday. Boom. Perfection. I love how easy it is to calibrate on this printer. Not a pinch of color peeking through. I often dread calibrating my other printer, but this is just like awesome. Now how this would work if I was going to use the shaker oven, the paper will go down through the printer, then through the powder. You would add the powder here. The powder would fall down onto the paper. This blade spins and it taps the back of the paper to get the powder all even on the paper, and it knocks off any excess powder. And then it will come through. It'll come through this oven, and it will continue printing straight down through the oven. And then it will come up on this take-up roll down here. And then once the gang sheet is done, you'll just cut it off, and then that's it. You're done. Just like on this printer, it'll print the transfer, go through the powder. The powder will fall onto the back of the white ink. It'll go through the shaker, knocking off any excess powder, and then it'll come through the heater and then come up on this take-up roll. Same process. Same process, smaller printer, 2 print heads. The speed, oh my gosh, the quality, OMG. Same process. I was doing the training with the technician. She was like, no, 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 put the scissors down. I'm like, duh. Watch that. Boom. Nice and smooth. So if this was the end, I would just take this and then add it to the tabletop heater. All right, let's have a look-see. Quality check. So this looks so bomb. And he had a little bit of white around his edging because I had to remove the background myself for him because he had it on a white background. So, and that's all he had available. But wow, look at that small, tiny text. Just, I'm obsessed. Okay, so let's go ahead and add powder to it. I'm gonna put on my mask, my gloves, and my goggles because we're dealing with DTF powder. And I have the window open, okay? But we have a snowstorm coming, so I can't do this outside, okay? I'm just using a pan. I'm going to just add the powder. The powder pretty much works as an adhesive, and this is what melts. The powder goes right up against the white ink, and this is basically what happens when it's in the automatic shaker oven. The powder is applied to the back of the glossy wet ink, the glossy white wet ink, and then it is cured in the DTF oven. So I have that here, and then I'm going to put a cover on this before I store it. And then we're going to go ahead and put it directly in the heater. Also, if you aren't planning on printing direct-to-film transfers for other businesses or selling direct-to-film transfers, you will be fine without getting a big old heater shaker system Instead, and you can see I don't even have it plugged in. I'm not even using it. I just brought it here to show you guys for display. Instead of using this, you can use this. I'm going to show you guys how I heat the transfer, and then we're going to press some hats. An actual order for a customer. And also, the printer doesn't come with a table. So I ordered this table from Uline, and it's a heavy duty table, and it prevents the printer from shaking around. You could actually put the tabletop heater right underneath here if you want. Or you could put the printer down there, but I would say leave it up higher so that way you can access your inks and stuff. But yeah, you can store it right here, and this can be an all-in-one printing business station, and you can put it in your garage, or if you have an office space. A table for your laptop powder, oven, and your printer. And you can store both this and this underneath the table here. Got it? Good. All right, let's heat this transfer and let's make some hats. Glossy and perfect, ready to press. And even little small words look so good. Plug it back in, please. Thank you. Mr. Knocked all of these hats out in less than 20 minutes. That means 2 minutes per hat. So now we're gonna go ahead and print a transfer to press onto a shirt so we can check out the peel and how it looks applied to an actual t-shirt. Let's go ahead and print one more because I want to test a cool peel versus a hot peel. Quality, looking good. So good. Okay, I'm gonna heat them. 275 for 2 minutes. It's perfect. Even the edges and everything looks good. So I'm gonna get ready to press this, and I'm gonna put this other one in. Start. All right, let's go ahead and do a pre-press for 5 seconds to take any moisture out. So I have my heat press set to 305. So we're gonna press it for 15 seconds. And we have it out. Something is telling me my gut to try a hot peel, so let's just do it. Hot peel. I could just feel it in the paper, okay? Yeah, I'm true to this, okay? So pretty. Let's go ahead and do a post press. And Uninet also sent me this T-seal, and this is a finishing sheet. And when you receive the T-seal sheet, you have instructions to activate it using this QR code here. Because you have to activate the silicone. When you first get it, it'll be completely smooth. Then once you activate the T-seal sheet, it's no longer smooth. Now it has these fine little grooves in it. Like, you can actually hear it now. And if you look closely, it actually looks like fibers of a t-shirt. If you press direct-to-film transfers, the initial peel of a direct-to-film transfer, you could actually hear it. Some people say it sounds like a sticker. If I'm honest, this transfer feels super soft, softer than my other printer off the bat without the additional press. But if you take this, once you take this T-seal sheet, right after you peel your transfer, you want to use the textured side down, and that will pretty much push the ink from the transfer. It'll help embed it into the fibers of the t-shirt. It's like chef's kiss, just sandwiches it in. So I'm gonna press it with that. And we're just gonna press it for about 15 to 20 seconds. I'm not changing the temp or anything like that. Right now it's currently on 306 degrees. And I'm just going to let it do its thing. I have it set to 15 seconds, so I'm gonna wait about 5 seconds later. Since it's my first time using it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I want you to see this. And now even like, kind of like has lines in it, but wow, this looks amazing. And it also helps like with the stretch. Like, oh yeah, it's in there. But even to the touch, the transfer definitely sounds different as well. It doesn't sound like papery like it did prior. Now it's just like smooth. I love this T-seal sheet. If you buy anything, if you press direct to film transfers, period, whether you have a DTF printer or not, get this sheet. You can also get it on Unit's website as well using my link. I love this sheet, like, and you can use it 300 to 500 times, this same sheet. Yes, I love it. I actually don't even want to press this other transfer. I could actually save this for a customer or for one of my kids' teachers, you know? But that's pressing the DTF transfer onto a black shirt. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make this shirt to go with my customer's order, and we're good to go. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. I've definitely been on the receiving end of purchasing a printer that had its ups and downs, tears and scares, okay? So I wanna make sure I'm always sharing my honest review before you guys decide to purchase this printer. If you guys want to see a comparison between this printer and my other DTF printer, let me know in the comments. If you decide to purchase the same printer, please feel free to use my link. I'll put it in the description box. It's no additional cost to you to use my link at all. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Again, this is the DTF 1200. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. I try to answer every single question I get. I don't care what the question is, more than likely I'm going to answer it. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked today's video, please like the video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Always follow your dreams. There is no dream that's too big for you to reach. You deserve it, and you owe it to yourself to chase after whatever dream you have. If not, you will regret it.